walk up these stairs. I cannot run up these stairs. Oh my goodness.
Today I'm gonna attempt to run a full marathon without training, and to be honest with you, the reason I'm doing this isn't actually a very cool thing to admit, but I recently realized that none of the external goals that I'd set for myself in the beginning of this year have come to life, and it just feels like I've been working so hard both on myself and especially towards these goals.
It is currently 3 a.m. and I'm editing like a lot. Whoa.
And so when I woke up this morning, it just felt like I needed to do this for myself, both to remind myself of how powerful my mind is if I actually end up being able to do this, but also to focus on the things that I can control instead of the things that I can't.
I've always wanted to run a marathon at some point in my life. And as I was journaling and drinking my morning coffee, I got a bit of a crazy idea, and I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna try and run a marathon with absolutely zero training. I mean, I do like these 10-minute morning sprints at the gym, maybe 3 days a week.
As well as about one, maybe 10K run every 2 months.
And that's pretty much been it the last 12 months. But when I was journaling, I was like, when's really ever gonna be the right time? Because I love weight training, and I know that it could be, I don't know, my leg days and running, like, I don't know. There's just always gonna be excuses.
Having absolutely no idea on how to prep for a marathon the morning of, I came up with the 5-step process. The first one being motivation.
I'm listening to a ton of motivational talks, and it's like, you gotta wake up and change your life today. And I'm like, yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, I don't even know, do I eat something before? I think I should eat something before.
Step number 2 is finding the right fit.
I think it's gonna be cold at first and warmer later. I'm thinking this is gonna be my strategy. I have this thing where my ears are really sensitive, so if I'm like running and it's cold, they hurt, so I need to have them covered. I think we're gonna have to go with this.
Step number 3 is packing my bag.
I'm thinking we should do a little what's in my marathon bag. Oh, did you hear that crack? Like, today it's not, my body is, there's always gonna be excuses. Journal, because maybe I want to journal after. Put on my Apple Watch. The time is the last thing I'm gonna worry about, but I am gonna worry about the distance, even if I end up walking the whole way. I'm gonna bring my driver's license because I'm gonna be Speedy Gonzalez. And now I have this little running bag, and not a lot of things can be in there. But I need to film on my phone, which means my phone is probably gonna die, which means I have to bring a charger. My headphones are gonna run out of battery, so I do need to bring the box. I obviously need to put in my little key, but that'll be fine. I wanna bring my 360 just to get a few extra different shots. I think the nerves may be kicking in a little bit. Let's find a snack.
Step number 4 is finding some fuel for my body.
I'm like expecting that when I am entering my home back again, then a new human with a new expectation perspective on life.
There's certain things in life that we can't control, but then there's certain things that we can. And our body and our mind is one of those things that we can force to adapt and develop into becoming more and more powerful by pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone.
This is how I expect to be running my marathon today. Back and forth for the camera, just circles. So I'm thinking a bagel is like, hi, do you have a bagel?
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cream cheese on this thing. Oh, it's small. Here.
Last and final thing on my list, find a place to run a marathon.
Let's go.
I think an accident happened over there, and that's just like exactly why I'm doing this today, because you never know if tomorrow is guaranteed. I know that's so cliche to say, but it's like, if we remind ourselves of that, I just think that the likelihood of us going for these things that we're scared of is so much bigger. You can puke now, that's okay, but it's true. I think I see a Starbucks. I have the turkey, bacon, cheddar, and egg white sandwich. Always get oatmeal when I'm at Starbucks, or the egg white bites. So today we're changing it. I just feel like that wouldn't sit well in the stomach for a long run. Maybe I'm wrong. Runners out there, tell me if I'm wrong. Yes, thank you so much. I think at Starbucks, so tiny. But so good. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go from that to this now.
When I got the idea to do this run this morning, I realized that just like with anything else in life that I haven't not yet fully gone for, fear is what was holding me back from wanting to commit to doing this.
So I'm about 1 minute in and I'm ready for my first stop.
When I decided to dig into these fears that I was experiencing through journaling,
What a beautiful morning. Wow!
I realized that the two dominating fears that I was experiencing were two that I was very familiar with. Maybe you are too.
I put on some David Goggins. I feel like he's gonna get me through this. Yeah! I'm in Venice, and I think the sweatshirt's about to come off. That's a good sign, right? I'm doing turtle speed, and I will admit that because I just want to get through this in a nice, loving state and peace of mind.
The first fear I recognized was the fear of failure and the question of what would happen if I wasn't able to do it.
Running shot, so I put my camera down. I run around, and then I get them.
The second fear I realized I was experiencing was the fear of not doing it good enough, and that meaning that I wasn't good enough, that I am not good enough. I think that coming from the fact that from myself and others have been categorized as a fitness girl, and that meaning that I need to complete this marathon in a certain time to be good enough.
These houses are so cute. LA River, baby.
But when I really questioned myself on this belief, I realized that I didn't care the slightest bit about how fast I was going to be able to do this. I just cared about the fact that I would complete it and not give up. And with that, I realized that I could just get rid of this fear by simply not paying attention to the time.
End up on the street. I thought I could run by the beach. I should have planned this route beforehand, I think. But there's no restrooms, so bush, maybe? My thoughts are whether or not if I sit behind one of these bushes, will people be able to see my butt or not? No, I can't do that. People live there. There's gotta be a bush in there somewhere that I could use. I don't know if I'm committing a crime right now. But, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Ooh. My view, in case you were wondering, pretty good. We're back and we got some friends with us. These are gonna stay here for the rest of the day. They'll be our little motivators to keep on going. Literally right next door was that hotel. I could have just gone in and borrowed the restroom, but you know what? This was way more fun. Adventure. That's what we're here for, adventure.
It's interesting because our fears are often silly, and when dug into, there usually is a simple solution waiting for us to eliminate it.
We are a quarter of the way there, and I'm still feeling good, so that's a good sign. At one point, I talked to my dad about running a marathon, and I was like, I think I could do it. Because a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago or something, I ran half a marathon like this. Like, I woke up and I just like ran a half marathon. I was like, that was fine. Like, I think I could run a full marathon. And he said, but remember, the hardest part is the last of that half marathon. And he's right. But even if I have to walk, I'm gonna make my way through it. That lady was walking by as I was doing that running back and forth that I do where I grab the camera. Really curious to know what goes through their mind when they see me doing things like that. Are we not already? Snack time! I have no idea what's good to get for snacks, so any runners out there, feel free to say bad things in the comments about my choice, but... Protein bars, do you have that? Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know. Maybe I should just get 2 of these? I don't know. Yeah, whatever. That's what we're doing. I just don't know what else to get. 2 protein bars, but I just realized I forgot to get water. I'll get that in a little bit later. I'm about to enjoy this so much. We're almost the third there. First bar down, second one to go. And now I think it's time to take off this shirt because it's getting heated in here. I have no idea where I'm at, but this is beautiful. Time for sport bra. It's hot.
So you know how I said that the first fear I was experiencing when I was journaling this morning was the fear of failure? And well, I know that whenever we're scared of failing, it really comes down to being afraid of what people are going to think of us if we fail. And so I thought I would share on my Instagram what I had put my mind to do today. And even if I do fail, then I think that by sharing that, first of all, it'll make me less scared in the future of failing. But secondly, it may also allow others to being willing to give whatever it is that they want to do a try.
I think that would be a dream. If I could just motivate one of you guys to do one thing you're scared of, or everyone have it, that could bring me some joy. We're almost halfway. That's insane. Oh, I'm proud of myself. I wish I had a bottle. My body needs a little hydration, like desert vibes. Look at this. I just got to 20 kilometers and I'm starting to feel it in my knees, in my hip. I'm really running slowly, but I'm feeling like I'm definitely gonna do this. Like, I've gotten so far now, this is awesome. I'm already proud of myself. So in like a kilometer or so, I'm gonna turn around and we only got halfway to go. Am I witnessing a proposal? Is that what that is? It's not, but it gave me energy. Oh my God, this could not have been more perfect. The road literally stopped here. And I think that'll be at the exact like 21 kilometer mark. Whoa! It's as if it's meant to be. Never mind, it's not stopping. It just looked like it. I'm still gonna turn around right here though. I'm proud of myself already. I just finished my half marathon. Woo-hoo! I like want to keep my legs moving while I pee because I feel like I'm scared of stopping and then I think they're gonna die. I'm afraid if I do too much, it'll like give me something, a bad stomach. My knees are definitely starting to hurt more and more and I'm getting really hungry. There's no stores around here. I've been seeing the number 44 probably 10 times on this route. I think I'm on the right track. My angels are telling me. Now that my body's starting to get tired, I just look at this, my gratitude, look at the beach, back at the bridge. Really interesting. Like I'm on kilometer 28 right now. Yes, I'm going turtle speed, but I thought that right now is when I would be like suffering. But really, I was suffering just as much on the way, like the other way when I was running that way in the beginning because I was so nervous. Like, what if my knees start hurting? What if my hips can't do any more run? Like, it was like the nerves made it hard. Now that I'm on kilometer 28, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this. Yes, maybe I have 14 pretty tough ones in front of me, but the fact that like now I'm like, oh, I got this. It makes the run easier, which just shows it's always the thought that's harder than the actual action of doing it. For the most part, sometimes the actual action is also really freaking tough. But if you're allowed to run turtle speed as I am, we're chilling. We're chilling.
A single water was just simply not enough.
I guess I was thirsty. I haven't walked yet, which is like pretty crazy for me. I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna try not to at all. Even though it's turtle running, I'm still running. We are entering back at the beach. I'm so happy. This is so cool.
But what I didn't know was what was about to hit me. I'm standing up because this restroom is not it.
I could easily play a basketball game right now and win and crush all of them. That's a lie. Oh, this is so pretty. I always get so happy when I see these ones.
And I needed every little bit of happiness because now is when it started to hit me. My legs, specifically. And as you can tell, that got very clear in my running form, looking like someone that pooped their pants.
Just so you can see what I mean when I say turtle. Turtle and poop my totally just looked up how long an actual marathon is. I just knew it was around like 32 point something. I forget the point. We gotta look that up again. For the first time, I want to walk, but we're so close. I'm not gonna. This is when my stubbornness kicks in. My speech definitely. Speaking abilities? Wow. They don't. Okay, I'm turning around. I can't escape the steps anymore, I think. Struggling big time, but I got this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna walk up these stairs. I cannot run up these stairs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these last like 5 kilometers are definitely tough. What? I cannot feel sorry for myself these last 2 kilometers. Seeing these beautiful people sleeping on the street, like, oh my goodness. I can only feel gratitude. Whoa! According to my app on my phone, I just hit it, but my Apple Watch is saying I still got like another kilometer, so I'm gonna keep running. I think it's because I hit pause at one point for my Apple Watch and then I forgot to turn it back on. But we ain't finishing for the Apple Watch result. What's that called? I don't know. I'm gonna run around this and turn around. We're gonna make a little like line that I can run through and be like, yeah, you know how like when you finish a real marathon, people like run and then they cheer, make a false crowd. Wow. I did it. Oh, I